Chief Advisor Professor Muhammad Yunus holds meetings with Jamaat-e-Islami and NCP as part of ongoing political dialogue. Interim government signs 3 ILO conventions to ensure safety of working class people. Today, a memorable day for working people's struggle for their rights, says Chief Advisor. International Crimes Tribunal sends 15 army officials to jail over enforced disappearances and killing cases. Chief Prosecutor Mohammad Tajul Islam expresses gratitude to Bangladesh Army for extending full cooperation to judicial process. Election Commission will not bow to any undue pressure from anyone in discharging its duties to ensure free, fair and credible national election, says Chief Election Commissioner. BNP wants interim government to play neutral role like caretaker government, says law advisor. Hamas and Israel exchange dead bodies of captives according to a ceasefire agreement. And in Mirpur, Bangladesh to take on West Indies in series decider 3rd ODI. Assalamu alaikum. This is News at 10. I'm Mahmoud Rahman. Those were the headlines. Let's move on now to the details. As part of the ongoing political dialogue, Chief Advisor Professor Muhammad Yunus met with delegations from Bangladesh Jamaat-e-Islami and the National Citizen Party, NCP, today. In the afternoon, a delegation led by NCP convener Nahid Islam met with the Chief Advisor. The delegation included NCP's Chief Organizer for the Northern Region, Sarjis Alam, Joint Conveners Samantha Sharmin and Khalid Saifullah. Later in the evening, a delegation led by Bangladesh Jamaat-e-Islami's Naib-e-Amir, Dr. Syed Abdullah Muhammad Tahir, met with Chief Advisor Professor Muhammad Yunus. Jamaat-e-Islami's Secretary General Mia Ghulam Parwar, Assistant Secretary General Maulana Rafiqul Islam Khan and Maulana A.T.M. Masood were present at the time. NCP and Jamaat leaders discussed the implementation of the July Charter, the referendum and the roadmap for the trial of the July killings. The Chief Advisor assured both parties that the interim government will take all necessary steps to make the upcoming national elections fair. He sought the cooperation of all active political parties, including Jamaat and NCP, to make the elections peaceful and festive. After the meeting with Chief Advisor, Naib-e-Amir of Jamaat-e-Islami, Dr. Syed Abdullah Muhammad Tahir, briefed newsmen. He said Jamaat wants a referendum before the next general election. Meanwhile, after the meeting with the Chief Advisor, convener of the National Citizen Party, NCP, Nahid Islam, said his party would sign the July National Charter if the legal foundation for implementing the Charter is ensured. The interim government has signed 3 conventions of the International Labour Organization, ILO. The 3 conventions are Convention 155 on occupational safety and health, Convention 187 on promotional framework for improving safety standards at work, and Convention 190 on prevention of violence and harassment at work. Labour and Employment Advisor Brigadier General retired Dr. M. Shakawat Hussain signed the ratification documents of these 3 conventions today at the State Guest House, Jamuna, in the presence of Chief Advisor Professor Muhammad Yunus. During the signing ceremony, Chief Advisor Special Envoy on International Affairs Lutfi Siddiqui, Secretary to the Chief Advisor's Office Mohammad Mahmudul Hussain Khan, Labour and Employment Secretary Dr. Mohammad Sanwar Jahan Bhuiya, ILO Country Leader Max Tunon and concerned officials were present. On the occasion, the Chief Advisor said this day will be remembered in the history of establishing the rights of working people in Bangladesh.
এটা হলো প্রথম ধাপ। আমরা এই প্রথম ধাপ উত্তরণ করলাম, এখানে শেষ না, কাজে আর বহু ধাপ যেতে হবে, সেটার পেছনে থাকতে হবে, এবং সই করলে আমাদের কাজ শেষ হলো না, শুরু হলো মাত্র, শুরু হলো মাত্র। কাজে সেইগুলো বাস্তবায়ন করা, ওইটা কাগজে একবার সই স্বাক্ষর হলে তখন এটা দাবি আসে যে আপনি তো রাজি হয়েছেন, সই স্বাক্ষর করেছেন, আন্তর্জাতিক প্রতিষ্ঠানের সঙ্গে ওয়াদা করেছেন, তাদের সঙ্গে সই করেছেন, আপনাকে এগুলো পালন করতে হবে। সেই দায়িত্ব আমরা এখন নিলাম যে আমরা এটা পালন করব, আমরা সইও করলাম, এটা পালনও করব। এই দায়িত্ব আমরা সর্বত্র সবাইকে জানাবো যে এটা হয়েছে। কাগজপত্রে যারা লেখালেখি করবে তাদেরকে অনুরোধ করি এখানে এই কনভেনশন গুলো কি কি কথা বলা আছে এগুলো যেন বিস্তারিত ভাবে প্রকাশ করে, এটা নিয়ে আলোচনা করে এটা বাস্তবায়নের পথে যেন সবাইকে উদ্বুদ্ধ করে। আর শ্রম মন্ত্রণালয়ের প্রথম কাজ হলো, এখন এটা তো হলো, সই স্বাক্ষর করলাম, এটাকে বাস্তবায়ন করা। রানা প্লাজার যে দায়িত্ব আমাদের উপর দিয়ে গেছে তাদের জীবনের বিনিময়ে, এটা আজকে আমরা তার একটা ধাপ পূরণ করলাম। এটা আমাদের সান্ত্বনা, আমরা খুব আনন্দ পাচ্ছি, সবাই আনন্দিত।
The newly appointed German ambassador to Bangladesh, Dr. Rudiger Lotz, paid a courtesy call on Chief Advisor Professor Mohammed Yunus at the State Guest House, Jamuna, today. The Chief Advisor extended his warmest greetings to the German ambassador on assuming his duties in Bangladesh and expressed hope that the friendly relations between Bangladesh and Germany would reach new heights during his stay in Dhaka. During the meeting, the ambassador showed support for the interim government and inquired about the preparation for the national election in February 2026. He also praised the government's reform efforts, especially the July National Charter. The chief advisor said the National Consensus Commission did an excellent job by bringing major political parties together to sign the charter. The government is doing everything possible to ensure the February election is peaceful and joyful. The ambassador also spoke about the rising number of Bangladeshi students who want to study in Germany. The chief advisor and the ambassador both welcomed the growing connections between the people of the two countries. They also discussed the situation of the Rohingya refugees in Bangladesh and Germany's support in this area. The International Crimes Tribunal 1 has ordered 15 army officers to be sent to jail after showing them arrested in connection with 3 separate cases of crimes against humanity, including enforced disappearances, torture and extrajudicial killings during the Awami League regime, as well as the July uprising killings in Rampura. The order was issued today by a 3-member tribunal headed by Justice Mohammad Ghulam Murtaza Majumdar. The other judges on the panel are Justice Mohammad Shafiullah Mahmood and Justice Mohammad Mohitul Haq Inam Chaudhry. In the morning, after the accused were produced before the tribunal, ICT-1 ordered 13 army officers to be shown arrested and sent to jail in 2 cases related to enforced disappearances, torture and extrajudicial killings, setting November the 20th as the next date of hearing. In another case related to the killing of 28 people in Rampura during the July mass uprising, the tribunal ordered 2 army officers to be shown arrested and sent to jail. The next hearing in this case has been set for November the 5th. Out of 30 accused in the enforced disappearances and extrajudicial killing cases, 13 were produced before the tribunal today, and out of 4 accused in the Rampura killings case, 2 were produced. Among those presented were 1 Major General, 6 Brigadier Generals, 4 Colonels, 3 Lieutenant Colonels and 1 Major. In total, there are 34 accused in these 3 cases, including former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina and her military advisor Tariq Ahmed Siddiq. The tribunal also ordered that notices be published in newspapers by October the 29th for fugitive accused to appear before the court. The 2 cases on enforced disappearances, torture and extrajudicial killings contain 9 charges in total, while the Rampura killings case involves 6 charges. After the hearing, Chief Prosecutor Mohammad Tajul Islam briefed the media, expressing gratitude to the Bangladesh Army for cooperating with the court proceedings and showing respect for the law. Later, Barrister M. Sarwar Hussain, the defence lawyer representing the accused army officers, briefed reporters stating that the defence team will file bail petitions on the next hearing date. Meanwhile, families of the victims of enforced disappearances expressed satisfaction and reiterated their demand for justice. Earlier in the morning, shortly after 7 in the morning, 15 army officers were brought to the International Crimes Tribunal under tight security in a prison van. Members of the RAB, police, BGB and APBN were deployed to ensure security around the tribunal premises. Previously, on October the 8th, the prosecution formally submitted charges against 34 individuals in the 3 cases, which were accepted by the tribunal, leading to the issuance of arrest warrants. Later in the day, the tribunal also heard the 3rd day of defense arguments by state-appointed lawyers in the case against Sheikh Hasina and 2 others for crimes against humanity during the July uprising. Additionally, ICT1 continued hearings in the case concerning killings in Uttara during the same uprising. Law, Justice and Parliamentary Affairs Advisor Dr. Asif Nazrul has said the allegations against the interim government by various parties are being viewed positively. He made the remark while talking to newsmen at the Secretariat today. The alternating accusations between political parties are creating issues for discussion, the advisor said, adding that the 13th Parliament election will surely be held in February next. Besides, he said BNP did not want caretaker government, rather it talked about neutral role of the interim government. It has been assured that the government will work impartially, added the law advisor. Chief Election Commissioner CEC AMM Nasiruddin has inaugurated a training program on election management for Upazila Nirbahi officers, UNOs, ahead of the upcoming 13th National Parliamentary election. The Chief Election Commissioner instructed the UNOs to carry out their duties with utmost impartiality and professionalism, giving highest importance to the law and maintaining respect for legal principles. He emphasized that they must stand firm in their decisions according to the law and not yield to any kind of pressure. The CEC made these remarks while inaugurating the training program at the Election Training Institute's conference room in Agargaon today. The event was presided over by Election Commission Senior Secretary Akhtar Ahmed. While Election Commissioners Abdur Rahmanil, Masood, Begum Tahmida Ahmed, Anwarul Islam Sharkar and retired Brigadier General Abul Fazal Muhammad Sanaullah also spoke on the occasion. At the event, the Election Commissioners provided various guidelines and instructions to the Upazila executive officers. Shipping advisor, Brigadier General retired Dr. Mohammad Shakawat Hussain said starting Rohingya repatriation process is not possible now due to ongoing trilateral conflict in Myanmar. He said this at a seminar jointly organized by Armed Forces Division and Bangladesh Institute for International and Strategic Studies in Dhaka today. The advisor said Bangladesh is located in a geopolitically significant region, but this important geolocation also carries some risks. The shipping advisor said due to proximity to nuclear powers like India, Pakistan and China, Bangladesh alone cannot fix its own geopolitical strategies. But while fixing strategies, Bangladesh always gives priority to its own interest. Former Ambassador Humayun Kabir moderated the seminar. Principal Staff Officer of Armed Forces Division, Lieutenant General S.M. Kamrul Hassan, was present as special guest. He identified recent violence in Chittagong Hill Tract's CHT region as cross-border security issue. Emphasizing the motto quality helmet and safe speed reduce loss of lives and property, the National Road Safety Day 2025 is being observed for the 9th consecutive year through various programs. Marking the day, a discussion was held today at the auditorium of the Roads and Highways Department, organized by the Bangladesh Road Transport Authority, BRTA. Road Transport and Bridges Advisor Mohammad Fazil Kabir Khan was present as the chief guest. Speaking at the event, the advisor announced that from now on a minimum of 60 hours of training will be required to obtain a driving license. Families of road accident deceased will receive up to 5 lakh taka in compensation. Those who suffer permanent disability with no chance of recovery will be entitled to 3 lakh taka, while those injured but expected to recover will receive 1 lakh taka, he added. He further stressed the importance of raising public awareness for safer roads. Senior BRTA officials, representatives of transport owners and workers, traffic police and members of various organizations associated with the road safety movement were present at the function. BNP Standing Committee member Amir Khosrow Mahmood Chaudhry has called for transforming the interim government into caretaker government within a short period of time. He made the call at a discussion meeting organised by Jatiyotwadi Mukti Jodha Dal at the National Press Club this noon. Amir Khosrow Mahmood Chaudhry further stated that a caretaker government must be formed excluding those who are controversial. Otherwise, questions will be arising about the transparency of the election. People of all classes now have only one question: when the election will be held, he added. AKM Aftab Hussain Pramanik has taken oath as a member of the Bangladesh Public Service Commission, BPSC. Chief Justice Dr. Syed Rifat Ahmed administered the oath at the Judges' Lounge of the Supreme Court today. BPSC Chairman Dr. Mubashir Monem and other officials of the Commission were present at the ceremony. Now, international news.